and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Cooking for the Yum of It. I'm your host, Wesley Foreman, and today we're going to be doing green beans tossed with butter, lemon juice, and parsley. Please don't ask me to pronounce it in French because there's no way in hell I'm going to get that done. So, let's get started. Now, the recipe calls for an amount that is suitable for 6 to 8 people, but I'm cutting back on the amounts and only going to make it enough to feed about 2, maybe 3 people, depending on how much you like to eat green beans. The first thing you got to do is you got to snip off the ends because you don't want to be eating that part. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to rinse off our green beans in hot water, as hot as you can stand. Okay. Sorry I had to cut away for a minute there. Now that that's done, we will be transferring these to our kettle. Okay. Put these in our kettle and we bring it to a boil. Put our colander back in the sink because we're going to need that later when we finish boiling the green beans. Now it's going to take a while, I'm sure, to reach a boil, so let's jump ahead. And one thing I forgot, and I hate it when I forget things, is 3.5 tablespoons of regular old salt. Very important step, but I'm rather ashamed I forgot about it. Okay. Now, as I said before, let's jump ahead to when it's actually boiling. I don't know if you can see those, but tiny little boiling bubbles are starting to arise to the surface. So it can't be long now till it's at a full boil. And once that starts, we're going to boil them for 8 minutes. I know that sounds like a lot, but I'm just following Julia Child's recipe as closely as I can. So let's go ahead a little bit further. And now they're boiling. So we will start the 8-minute count now. And we will jump ahead to 8 minutes when we will be removing it from the heat to prepare it for the next step. And now it has been 8 minutes. Oh, we drain our green beans, throw away the one that stuck to the bottom of the pan and then fell into the bottom of the dishwasher, and we move on. Now, if you needed to save these, keep these from cooking any further, if you weren't going to be fixing them right away, you could run them through some cold water. That stops the cooking process. But now we're going to go straight to the next step, which is we are going to toss our green beans in our skillet here over a moderately high heat until the moisture has evaporated. That should take about 5 minutes. So let's go ahead 5 minutes. Now, while I said 5 minutes, you should know that sometimes it doesn't take as long. You'll know that they're done when you stop seeing steam rise from your pan. The 5 minutes was just a guesstimate, because I do not like to overcook my meat or my vegetables. Has anyone tried the other vegetable dishes I've made in the last 2 episodes? The carrots, or perhaps the spinach I made 2 weeks ago? Now I could have cut these. You've seen the French cut green beans. I've got the cutting board for that. It would have been one of the julienne cut, either the allumette or the fine julienne. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm guessing not. I was much better at okay, I think the green beans are ready. So we turn off the heat and we add our butter and our salt and our pepper, and we keep tossing that until the butter has completely melted, which won't take very long at all. Just toss and toss. I love to toss things. Green beans, spinach, carrots, salad. Oh, that looks so good, and it smells fantastic. Butter really does make everything better. Okay, now our next step is to add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice and toss it a little more. Now we add our parsley, and back to tossing. A tosser's work is never done. And now, unless I am very much mistaken, my green beans should be done. Let me take a little taste here. Oh, I'm going to have a good dinner tonight. My favorite part. I'm going to try some more of these green beans. Get a better taste than just one small bite. Oh, that is amazing. Well, those are some fantastic green beans. I wish I could have made this for my grandma. She would have loved it. Anyway, that's my episode for today. I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, I am Wesley Foreman. And always remember, eat and enjoy.